say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Swift's got the first down and then some. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he returns this to the 22. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Back to throw, Fields. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger. Open man here is Prohl. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
This is Jakeem Grant.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third and 2, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the...
Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Black 20.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's Roethlisberger. It's caught by Bryant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. On 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
T.J. Hockenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
And 2021 in the draft, the first tight end off the board, Florida's Kyle Pitts at number 4 to Atlanta. The first tight end taken in 2020 was this guy, Cole Kmet, number 43 overall. Really started to come on late last season. A good grab there for a first down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
To the air again, Fields.
Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Montgomery on the counter, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Roethlisberger will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Seibert's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He'll have a first down past the 40. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
34's the mic, 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him, check him. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Grant sets to return it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 85. Ball's going 85. Watch 85.
Now it's Fields.
The screen pass here to Cohen. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
You don't know no better. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Switch, switch, switch.
Off play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give. This is Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop. Short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 36, 36. Hey, what?
Play action. It's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Easy, easy.
On first down, Swift. And some strong running. And now he spins free. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
191 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Open man here is Kroll. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And they get to it with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Draw play, Cohen. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They run, Montgomery. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Well, for Ben Roethlisberger, he had the elbow reconstruction back in 2019, but he does not appear to have lost much at all, as that was a rocket.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Valentine to return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Wow, 204 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down